Hello, I'm David Cariani and welcome to the RFA Weekly Market Update. Stocks were on a downward slope this week on fears of an escalating trade war fueled by the president's recent imposition of tariffs on steel and aluminum. We have a few earnings reports as well as a recent chip deal to cover and this week's economic releases. But first, let's take a look at this week's market results. We have the S&P 500 down about 2.5% on the week, leaving it roughly flat year to date. We have small and mid-cap stocks down 1.7%, leaving them down 1% year to date, and international stocks down over 2%, putting them also in negative territory year to date. We had 10-year government bond yields unchanged on the week and mortgage rates down by 3 basis points, while the dollar index up just barely and crude oil down over 3.5%. And in economic data this week, we had initial jobless claims continuing their downward move to 210,000 for the week. And then personal consumption inflation came in for the month of January unchanged with 1.7% inflation on the headline number, and core inflation, which excludes food and energy, was at 1.5%. And then consumer confidence spiking up 5 points to 130 on the index for the month of February, and new home sales in January at an annual pace of 593,000 units. And then in portfolio-related news, Berkshire Hathaway reported earnings that were 22% below expectations on revenue of $58.9 billion for the quarter, which was just about in line with estimates. The brutal storm season of 2017 put a hurt on the insurer's profits for the year, but the outlook for 2018 is better, and the company gained $29 billion in book value as a result of the new tax law, reducing their tax liability on the massive amount of accumulated unrealized gains on their embedded stock portfolio. The stock initially surged about 4% after the release, but found itself down almost 1% by the end of the week. And then TJX Co's, the home goods and apparel retailer, reported earnings per share of $1.19, which was 6% below estimates on revenue of $10.9 billion, which was 2% above expectations. Their profit margins were pressured by higher freight costs, but increased store traffic led to higher sales. They have an aggressive growth plan that calls for 50% more stores globally. And the stock is up over 6% for the week. And then on March 1st, Microsemi Corp announced that it agreed to be acquired by Arizona-based Microchip Technology Incorporated. The deal was struck for $68.78 cash per share of Microsemi and is expected to close by the end of June this year. This news sent the stock up roughly 8%, leaving it with a 30% gain year to date. And next week we'll get updated employment data from the month of February, as well as an earnings report from ABM Industries, as well as whatever surprises might come our way. But in the meantime, have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. We hope you can join us again next week.